Well, welcome everybody to week 2 for healing. We'll record before we get going on, and I forget because I don't want to not record this. So how's everybody doing with everything? How's everybody feeling?
So I'll jump in here. I was thinking about this morning going on, and something that I'm finding as an interesting side effect that I didn't anticipate is my confidence. It's so weird. We're doing some weird, not weird. We're doing a few things in our house, like we're getting new carpet and painting the kids' rooms and stuff. And yeah, well, that's why they're home, so because I'm making them clean their own rooms. But I've been thinking about, like, I was able, and Laura knows me, and so she knows that this is not me, but I was actually able to pick out carpet, a paint color, and new bathroom floor in like 30 minutes. Normally, it's a 30-day process for me. So I have to ask everybody's opinion. I have to make sure I go back and forth and blah, blah, blah. I even went in and I picked out the carpet and the flooring, and I said, something's wrong here. Like, I never make decisions this fast. So that's interesting to me, that as I journal and stuff, and I mentioned to you, Gina, that sometimes when I journal, it starts out on task, what you ask, and then it goes to something completely different. And so that's an interesting thing. My confidence level is, it's not even just confidence, but it's like, it's okay if not everybody approves of this. Do you know what I mean? It's like, before I wanted everybody's approval, and is everybody going to think this looks good or whatever? And now I'm just like, I like it. So, and that's what matters, I guess. So.
And I think that is a cool, if you want to call it a side effect of all of this, because as we release the trash, we can actually step into our true authentic self, and we can quit giving a shit about and worrying so much. We put so much stress on ourselves over what everybody thought and how they were going to be and what would they do and what would my family think and what would blah, 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 like all the garbage. And it's just, all it is I call it road noise. That's all that stuff is road noise to keep you from stepping into that place of power for yourself.
Absolutely.
Like, really, that's it. Like, and so I'm glad that you brought that up, because yes, that is a cool side effect. Yesterday in my life, people were like, is it normal to have physical symptoms? And I'm like, yes.
Oh,
Do people get diarrhea? Yes. Do people feel like they've got the flu? Yes. That was you. Was it you, Laura, that asked that question yesterday?
Not me, but
no,
yes.
It was, were you in there yesterday? I think you.
No,
I can't remember. I'm like, I do too many. But anyway, it was really interesting. And I was like, yes, it's normal to feel like you have the flu, but you also get some good side effects. Like what Alicia said, you're like, wow, that was easy.
Well, after the flu, then you get to have good things.
Right. Right. Yeah. And people are like, all the people message me, I think I'm getting sick. And I'm like, it's your body's reaction. Now, I'm not a medical doctor, and please, by all means, if you need the doctor, go see the doctor. Like, usually when you go to the doctor and they're like, I don't know what's going on, I guess you're just gonna have to go home and write it through. There's your clue right there. Like, oh, we're doing some ascension shit. That's it. So no, that is awesome. That's an awesome side effect. Laura, do you have comments? I can see you're like brewing over there. I can see it. I'm like,
I've had some fun things happen this week, and I've shared that with you.
Yes, you have.
I have loved my mind being quiet. I love the quiet that I'm having. It feels good. And the things that I'm seeing and hearing now is so much better than what was before.
Yeah. When we quiet that mind down and we can actually tap into our intuition, oh my gosh, like the whole new world opens up. And not caring
so much, like you said, what other people think, what they're thinking of me, did I say something wrong? Did I do something wrong? Oh, did I not call them today? That feels good to let that shit go.
Mm-hmm.
So
Because
good.
it doesn't matter. We're all doing this world. We're all doing the very best that we can do. We're all going through it, just doing literally the very best that we know how.
Yeah.
And what other, I actually had it. In fact, I wrote it. Where did I write it down? It was funny. I had some things. I was talking to Alicia last night, and I had some things going on yesterday as well, too. And this morning I sat in meditation. It's funny that you say that, because this is the message I got this morning in meditation. So I'm going to share it with you, okay? Because I think it was for me, and then it was for all of us. I was thinking about my day yesterday, and I got my message. All you need to worry about is what is in your heart. It is none of my business about how it is accepted. I mean, like, literally. So if I'm come from love, so if I'm coming from a place of love, if I'm pushing my stuff out into the world, coming from a place of love, even if I'm disciplining my children from a place of love, how they accept it and what they do with it is none of my business. As long as it is delivered through that heart chakra, coming from a place of gratitude and love, it's when we start spewing out to the world that we need to be. When we start spewing vomit, we need to be a little more cautious about something's going on inside of us. It's not about what we're spewing because we're angry. We're spewing because something's going on. We're spewing because we're not tending to what's going on inside of us. So yeah, I thought that was a really cool message today, because I was like, thank you for the reminder. When anytime we can come from a place of love, what other people do with it is up to them. So there you go. Like, that's funny that. So, and you've had lots of cool sightings this week. You've had lots of cool new understandings. Your eyes, not these eyes, this eye has been opened up to a whole new world. These eyes are cool. We like these eyes, but this eye, oh yeah, baby.
Yeah.
Start knowing that our loved ones are around and our guides are taking care of us, and that we you know, Laura, I have an interesting thought. I just got it for you. Next time you set in meditation, I want you to invite in all of your support team.
Okay.
Okay. And I want you to just feel what it feels like for you, because every time I've done that, it's brought me to tears. So invite in your spiritual team. Okay. Invite in your entire support team.
I'm working on the upper chakras this week, so that's good to hear.
Yes, yeah. So there you go. There, I just had that thought for you. I was like, invite in your spiritual team, invite them in, and see what that feels like, because literally, yeah, you're gonna be amazed. Okay. Report back to me. I want to hear about it, because I love to. Every time I do that, I'm like, we think we're all alone, and we're out here like pushing through this world, and yeah, you realize really fast none of us are alone. So. All right, well, let's get, Corey, do you have any comments? I know you went off a video. Do you have anything that you want to say? Have any comments, questions, concerns?
I'm just thankful that you did this on a Saturday so I can join. My job right now is very like demanding, so trying to balance everything right now is like, oh my God.
I get it. Make time for you, though. It's so important to do that. So I've had a rough lesson on that this week. So you need to take time for what's important and take time to slow down. And sometimes we can't always reevaluate our job stuff, but we can reevaluate what we're doing for ourselves outside of that. So make sure you're making you important, because it matters. It truly matters.
And that's why I'm not all pretty and cutesied up today, because I am exhausted.
Hell freaking Luya, don't do it. Like yesterday, I had a class at 8 a.m. and I was exhausted. And the class that I'm in, most of the ladies are back east, and so it's like 10, it's later there. And I'm like, screw it. I showered because I had to leave afterwards. But I just got up and showered, went to class. I was like, I just don't care. If you wanted me with makeup today, yeah, whatever. Like, not happening. Wrong class. You're in the wrong class then. If that's the requirements, then. So, yeah. So, what about you, Bernie? How are you doing?
Oh. Okay. Okay. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Very good. I'm doing okay. Just
Good.
busy
Good.
doing little projects here and there, but taking time for myself and resting. And so good.
Yay. Yay. I don't know. Are you doing the 30-day challenge? I don't know if you are or not. It doesn't matter if you're not.
I am not. I'm doing another thing right now. So it didn't feel like I could do both.
So I totally get it. That's why I said, even if you're not doing the challenge, you can come join us today. The healing that we're going to do is dedicated for week 2 in the challenge, which is healing our mind. But it's not, I mean, it's not, if you're not doing, it doesn't matter. You can still do all the healing today. So I think it's super cool. Thanks for coming and being with us.
Yeah, no, that's what I thought. Cause I was like the other gal, it's like, I have been so busy, haven't been able to jump on to any of your other things. So I thought I'm jumping on today. So.
Yep. Yeah. Are you in Vernal or are you in Colorado?
I'm in Vernal.
Are you? Cool.
Yes.
Cool.
Yes.
Well, if you have a second, hit me up for coffee.
Okay. Sounds like a deal. I can.
I will make time. I'm like, I promised myself to make time this week. So I will make time, Bernie.
Okay. Sounds good. I'll look up my schedule, get back with you.
Okay. Sounds good. All right. So let's carry on. We'll get started. What time is it? I want to make sure because my screen's all big. Okay. It's 1:15. So I'm going to go ahead and lock the room because I don't want people coming and going while we're doing healing. So we're gonna lock the room now. So hopefully everybody who wanted to be in is in. And it's okay because even we'll say even whether you're watching it now or you watch it on the replay, you're gonna get the same effect every time. So it's no big deal. That's why we record these. That's why we put them out there so that everybody else can get them too. So what we're going to talk about today is we're just going to talk just for a minute about releasing your old stories of what you deserve. That chatter, like Laura was talking about in our head, and finding ways to quiet that for just a minute. Like we get so busy sometimes, and like I was saying, earlier, yesterday, I was actually, Alicia and I we were together last night, and I was telling her, I was like, I think I had a meltdown this morning. I haven't had a meltdown in a long time. And Gina had her own meltdown yesterday. It was like, blah, it all just like came to the ugly, sobby cry meltdown. Like I've had enough. But it was actually good because it meant that it was time to reset. Like it was time to, all right, I get it. It's time to take a step back. Obviously we need to do some things differently because whatever you're doing is not working right now. And so we need to take a step back.
Gina,
Yes.
I think it's important that you share that because sometimes as students, we think the teacher never has a bad day. So it's good to know that you're normal.
I am normal. I'm just like you guys have been doing this a long time, but even then I get so busy that I forget to sit down and journal. I get so busy to not do my stuff either. I get so busy that I get up early too. When I get up and I try to do all my stuff in the morning because if I don't, by the time I'm done with work, I'm done. But this week I did. I was feeling overwhelmed. I was feeling, it's been hard to keep up with the 30-day challenge. I also am doing a 6-month mastermind program for myself. And so I signed up to do that on top of everything that we're doing with work and creating new stuff and trying it. And my website wasn't working this last week. And I kept getting emails about people from stupid PayPal links and and I was like, what? I mean, I wanted to and so, yes, I do the same thing that you guys do. And I even had a tendency yesterday. I wanted to beat myself up yesterday because I should have been on top of it. I kept saying, Jenny, you should have done this, or you could have done that. What if you you should have done that better. I can't believe you. And I started down that little pathway again. It's not one that I enter very often, but I did it yesterday. And I had to stop and go, whoa, okay, so what do you want instead, Gina? Is this where you're going to go? Because you can beat the shit out of yourself today, or you can actually go do something about it because you get a choice here. And I really had to get kind of stern with myself and go, hey, now we know better than this. We don't go down this path anymore. You're not going to go beat yourself up for 6 months now because of some stupid PayPal link that wasn't working. So what? Like, shit happens. Gosh. And it's all been a new adventure this year, you know, doing all the website stuff and doing all the back end stuff and doing all, like, it's been a whole new adventure. And so, you know, but it's just like in life, we get things and we think we should know that, or we should have done that, and we want to have this tendency to beat ourselves up. And I want that is the pattern that needs to stop. You know, we have been pre-programmed. It's almost like a way of beating ourselves into submission. Like, you know, if you beat your kids into submission, they lose respect for you. You have the same thing for yourself. You're going to beat yourself into that. You wonder why we don't have self-confidence, why we don't feel like we can step into this place of self-worth. Well, if you're calling yourself an idiot, dumb, and stupid every day, why the hell would you want to show up? You know, just looking at it from a realistic point of view, you know, we would never do that to our kids, not for one hot second, but we do it to ourselves. And we have this tendency to do it to ourselves. So because of socialization and whatever you want to, you know, old school thinking of, you know, I'll just keep reminding you about all that bad shit that you've done and maybe you'll do better. No, you're not going to do better. You just beat yourself into a hole and nobody wants to come out. So those are the patterns that I want to talk about. Those are what I want to work on today in healing. I want to really go through and work on releasing those old stories for you. I really want to unlock those keys for you so that you can release those old stories for yourself and not allow yourself to go back to this place. And we have a tendency, you're going to do just like I did yesterday, okay? Our old patterns are so easy. We can slip right, we do all this work and then bam, we're right back in, slipping in this old pattern, right back to beating. And we're like, whoa, wait a minute. That was the old me. The new me, this me now, this Gina today, this working on herself Gina today doesn't do that anymore. And you can remind yourself that because, you know, there's that saying of old habits die hard. Yeah, you know, it's what we've always known, but you can change it. It just takes some time and it takes mindset and it takes you seeing, just like with yesterday, me seeing, oh no, you're not going to sit here and call yourself names and you're not going to go to this pity party place. This is not where we're headed today. We got shit to do and that ain't it. And I got a life to live and I've still got things to do. This isn't what we're doing today. So you need to be mindful of it as we do this work. Healing changes your life, but we always will have that tendency at some point. You'll find yourself slipping back into old patterns. So just be mindful of that. We want to break those patterns. We want to break those things for ourselves. And that's where this mind work comes in. This is where this awareness comes in for ourselves and not allowing ourselves to go there. So does anybody have any comments on that? Anything that came up that you wanted to share? Don't be shy. I'm not the only one that knows stuff here.
I caught myself, I was down, caught myself in a mirror, a full-size mirror. I don't like to look anywhere below here at myself, right? So I caught myself in a full-length mirror and I just thought, whoa, what have you done? And it's like, no, that body is yours. That body gave you beautiful children. And it went away. Like, just checking yourself right there, like, it doesn't matter.
No. We do. We just want to beat ourselves up on every side, don't we?
You jump into that horrible negative part of it, but then no, this body's beautiful. It gave me my family.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that's what we worked on last week. That was probably a good week for you too, wasn't it, Laura? Like, because that whole body image thing, that whole, you know, if you don't like the way you look, if you don't like the way you feel, if you don't like the way, you know, it's really easy to beat ourselves up there too. And it's not fair. Just like you said, this body brought us kids. This body has kept you alive. This body makes it possible for you to be here to have these physical experiences. And, you know, changing that body, if we want to change that body, we can step in and do that at any time, but it's knowing that we're doing it because we want to feel physically better. And to me, I think that's important. I've been on that quest this last year too, and it's a roller coaster ride as well too. It's the same roller coaster ride, just on a different. You just have to jump on this train over here, but it's the same thing. Like just like you say,
You wouldn't talk to anybody else like that, so why do you talk to yourself like that?
No. Yeah, we would never say, "Oh my gosh, I can't believe you wore that." Like you're.
Yeah.
Never. So yes. All right, well, I'm gonna sage our area. Does anybody, while I'm doing that, does anybody else have any comments? Please feel free to jump in. I love listening to all your comments. You help so many other people when you do that. We're gonna do some sage because we want to clear out the shit today. We're clearing out our room. Everybody needs some sage today. It's coming your way. Oh, that's pretty smoky. Maybe we're gonna start the house on fire. There we go. That's better. Okay, so we'll sage our little area. So does anybody else have any, Corey and Bernie, if you guys want to jump in, please jump in. Don't be afraid. So what I felt like we would do today is I want to really focus on your heart chakra today, okay? Because I really want to cultivate all of this healing to come from a place of love. So I really want to go there today. I really want to go deep inside of that heart chakra. I am just going to open up. I only wrote down just a few notes today. I didn't usually, if you guys know me, I usually write down like pages and pages. Today I was like, you know what? Just lead the way. Show me where I'm going, because that's what we're doing today. So I want to work on a little bit in healing. We'll have a little bit of journaling time, I do believe, unless they change my mind or unless they tell me something different on what you are worth and what you've told yourself and anything that you need to release. I want to focus today on releasing the old identities of ourselves. Okay, and what I mean by that is we all get this picture or this image of who we think we are. And it's not, it's who we've created ourselves to be, and that's not really who we are. We're these beautiful spiritual beings here having an experience. And I want you to step back into that part of you. I want you to release these stories and all the garbage that you have told yourself about yourself that you think you are. You know, and whether it's, I think I'm always just gonna be heavy the rest of my life, or I'm always just the mean bitch, or I'm always the one that shows up first and just rips all these stories that we tell ourselves. I'm never gonna be good enough. I'm never pretty enough. I'm not cute enough. I don't talk nice enough. I never articulate my words. I hear that one a lot and I'm like, stop saying that. That just means you need to work on your throat chakra. Quit beating that in as part of your identity that I never can stand up and explain myself. So when I talk about these identities, it can be a million different things. So whatever comes up for you today is fine, okay? But I want you to think about these old identities and these old things that we have tied to ourselves, who we think we are, and open up through the heart chakra, through the love, into who we can become, okay? How's that for everybody good? All right. Okay, before we all start, we've just set our intention. So I'm gonna open up this space for healing now. And I'm actually being told I'm gonna shut my door in case my dogs all come in. It's funny, all of a sudden I'm like, you need to close the door. Just do it. So I want everybody to just sit with me. And I want you to take, at your own pace, I want to do 10 calming breaths today. And the reason I do that is I just want everything to just kind of slow down. I want you to clear out the garbage before we get started today. So I'll walk you through the first couple of them, and then you can do them, because I really want you to take like the biggest breaths that you have taken, like for some of us, probably all week. We forget to breathe, dang it. Like, and it's so important. If you're not breathing, you're not living. Like, so I want you to just start, and I want you to imagine that air coming in all the way down through your nose, filling up your lungs and completely and entirely, like pushing your chest out, and then releasing that all back out. You can imagine that air just coming back out your nose. So we're going to do 10 of those. So we'll start, and we'll do number 1, in through the nose, completely filling up those lungs, and back out. You can let it out through the mouth. I actually prefer to let it out through my mouth, or if you don't like that, you can let it out your nose, whatever you want to do. In through the nose, number 2. And back out, filling up those lungs completely. Number 3. 4, that was a good release. Number 4, and here's number 5. And just do the last 5 on your own. Awesome. I'll give you a minute just to finish up. And I want you to just take a notice at how much more calm your mind is and your thoughts are. If you were worried about stuff before, or worried about taking time, just kind of notice what your body feels like right here. Just slowing your body down. And we're going to call in the most purest white light for healing today to come in and be with us for our healing session. And call in the intention of releasing anything and everything that no longer serves each and every one of us this day. For those who are on this call and for those who watch it later, everything will be released, knowing that all is well, that you are safe and protected, and opening up this container of this pure white light to contain this healing session today, knowing that we are protected and secure and all is well. Allowing this healing energy to come in and spill through your entire vessel, through the entire space that you're in, cleaning and clearing out the space that you're in and the vessel, and expanding that out just as far as it needs to go to allow you to have a space of clearing today. Releasing any worries, releasing any things that you're thinking about, you're obsessing about, you're overthinking, allowing them to all go now. Releasing any resentments or any places where you're holding yourself back from accepting the healing work that will be here for you today. Releasing those resistances, opening up to your next level of healing, opening up, allowing yourself to go through this ascension process, allowing yourself to open up your body and your mind. Good. And opening up this area even wider, pushing your energy field out even wider, and allowing that energy field to even encompass even more area, filling you up with love and compassion, and allowing our healers to come in, inviting all of our teams to be with us today, inviting all of our spiritual leaders, spiritual gurus, our healers, our guides, our mentors, anyone in spirit who would like to be with us today to carry this energy container for us, knowing that we are protected, we are safe and secure. Good. And I call in that pure white light to come down in through the crown chakra, down in through the entire energetic system, cleaning and clearing, replacing, aligning, doing anything that needs to be done for each and every person here this day. Opening up the energy, releasing any beliefs, anything that no longer serves you, any aches and pains, any constant aches and pains that you have been feeling that have been caused by the stress that you have been carrying. Release those now and just allow them to go. Do not overthink them. Releasing the feelings of gotta fix it, gotta make it better. Just allowing that energetic release to happen so that your body has that opportunity to heal. Allowing your body to stand up straight and feel like it's in balance, the male and the female energy, balancing out it now. Allowing that energy to come into perfect balance and harmony for you right now. Allowing the chakra system to line up, bringing it into perfect balance for you. Allowing them to spin freely and releasing anything that is holding them up from doing just that for you right now. And shooting that energy down into the ground, grounding you down, down, down into the ground. And allowing that grounding energy to come up, back up through you and nurture you and fill you up, help you feel secure, knowing that you belong here, knowing that you are here for a reason and trusting in that, knowing that you are safe and the universe has your back and the universe will always supply what you need and desire if we will trust it. Bringing this energy all the way up to the spinal column, all the way out through the crown and spilling it out into your energetic system, opening that system up, opening up all your layers, igniting all of your fire layers, the water, etheric layers, opening all of that up now, releasing any cords, releasing any attachments that are no longer serving you, unlocking anything that is ready to be unlocked and releasing those locks and chains completely, allowing them to just fade away. Good. All right, and I want you to go back inside of your heart chakra. And we're going to go do some really deep work in here. I want you to just take a minute and I want you to set inside of that heart chakra. Really just take your attention back to that heart chakra. And if it helps you, you can put your hand on your heart chakra. I want you to feel your heart beating. Just take a minute to thank your body for what it does for you every day. Thank your heart for the work that it does in your lungs. Thank you for your hearing. Thank you that you can speak your words. Thank you that you can be here and have the experiences that you have. Bring in those feelings of gratitude and love for you. Knowing this isn't about perfection. This is just about being grateful for what you have. Thanking your arms and your legs and your joints and your bones, and your muscles, your stomach. Thank you for all the yummy food we get to eat. That we can walk and move our bodies, move our energy through every single day. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Now I want to open up this heart chakra even more. We're going to expand that heart chakra, clearing out any heart walls that are in there, cleaning out any spaces that you have shut off from the world, clearing out all the spaces where you've told yourself that you will never allow anybody in there again. Any place, any disappointments, any shocks, grief. Just allowing this energy to open up. And I want to open you up and release anything and everything in here that is no longer serving you. I want you to allow your healer guides to come in and just heal this area. If your heart chakra needs to be replaced, allow it to be replaced. If it needs to be aligned, allow it to be aligned again. Do whatever that needs to happen and just allow. Good. Releasing any old beliefs, releasing any old identities, releasing any karmic ties that are no longer serving you, allowing them to go now. Releasing all the things that you thought you had to be. Releasing all those feelings of I can't and I shouldn't because of judgments of the other people. Oh, that's a big one. Oh, that one like rolled clear out of, that was like a huge stone. Good job. Releasing all the old stories that you've told yourself about who you must be and that you have to be a certain way in order to please other people. Releasing those now, allowing them to just go. Releasing anything if I have to look a certain way or talk a certain way or show up a certain way in order to be accepted and loved. Allow that to go. And stepping back into your power of knowing that you can be whoever you desire and you can show up the way that you desire and that feels honoring to your soul. And instilling that deep inside of the heart. Knowing that you came here to have your own experience, not came here to please other people. You came here to enjoy this beautiful world that you were given. And you came here to enjoy the time that you have. Instilling joy in there, instilling peace in there, and releasing anything and everything that does not bring you peace. Allowing that to be released now. Any struggles that you may be having, any head games you might be playing with yourself, with your ego and your higher self, releasing those things now and bringing in clarity for yourself. Knowing that you are able to do whatever it is that your heart desires. Bringing in those feelings, those new feelings of knowing all you need to do is tap into this heart space and ask yourself, what is it that you need to do? And the answers will come. Knowing that you have all the answers inside of you. You have everything that you need. It's just learning to access them again and trust them. Good. Let that energy all move through you. Releasing any karmic ties that have come up for you, anything from past lives that have now come up, please release that now through all lifetimes. And anything that we have talked about today, releasing them through all lifetimes. Just allowing the universe to take them from you. Allow this deep healing to take place inside of you. Allow this heart space to open up to you. Good. All right. And I want you to come back to this place just for a minute. And if you have your journal and you want to journal, that's fine. If you just want to sit here and think about it, that's fine too. It's totally up to you. I want you to allow yourself to go to that one person in your life who you are just completely grateful for. The one person who brings you joy, who reminds you to live your life. Just that one person. And bring that back into your heart space. And I want you to just sit there and feel that for a minute. And as you notice how this makes you feel, I want you to notice that this is a dial. Okay, this feeling is number 1 on a dial. All right, so this gratitude that you have in your heart right now for this person is a number 1. I want you to turn that gratitude up, and I want you to allow it to go to a 2. And I want you to cultivate those feelings of love in this area and allow it to get bigger and expand and grow. And turn it up to a 3. And now turn it up to a 4 and a 5 and a 6 and 7, 8, 9, 10. And notice how that feels for you. I want this to be your new level of opening up to love and gratitude. Allow this to become your new level. And if you want to take a minute and write down what that feels like for you, I will pause here just for a second. And if not, you can just sit here in this space. Notice how open and expansive your heart space feels. I'm also going to open it up to any messages that you need to hear right now. So anything that comes to mind is exactly what you need to get. They're usually the quick ones. So allow those to come in now. Awesome. I'll give you just another minute or so to finish up. Any messages, anything that you need to hear or understand? Awesome. All right. So from this space, from this beautiful space of healing, I'm going to run this healing energy through your system one more time, cleaning and clearing anything that needs to go, any past, present, and future, anything that needs to be released, releasing that now. Allowing you to feel the love and the warmth from your team, allowing you to feel the love and the warmth from healing this day, and carrying with you this new level of abundance for you, this new level of gratitude for you, for self, for yourself. Releasing any old negative thoughts, patterns, releasing anything that is no longer serving you at this new level. Perfect. I'm going to have you bring your energy fields back in to the perfect container for you. It'll just do it naturally for you, right where you need it. Putting your energy in its perfect container, not giving away too much, not receiving too much, just allowing it to be right where it needs to be for you. Awesome. Shooting that energy back up to source, bringing it down into ground and putting it back into your heart space. And when you're ready, you can take your hand off your heart if it's been there this whole time. Rub your hands together. Yawn, open up, do whatever you need to do. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes and come back to this space. I know, I'm like, how did everybody do? Take a big drink of water, let that energy all settle for a minute. It might take a hot minute. There was a lot of energy going on in there. I'm like tingly in my hands and my fingers, and I was like, whew. Okay, so how did everybody do? Comments?
So I think that truthfully, that's the first time that I've ever had an immediate release. It usually takes a couple of days. So thank you.
You're welcome. You're welcome. What a cool. Tears are awesome. I'm like, tears are awesome. You're gonna make me cry too, because now we're gonna cry together. Do you feel good, Alicia? Or is it, do you feel good?
Yeah, no, I feel really good actually.
Yay.
Yeah.
Yay. Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That shows you that your energy work is working. It's working faster for you now. Before you required, we put ourselves in this requirement. It's going to take days to process that. Like, no, you can process it just like you want it. We put stipulations on how it needs to flow. Like,
Yeah.
I gotta turn my little heater off. My feet were cold, but they're not cold anymore. I got warm. Anybody else want to comment? Oh, I'm burping up all the garbage too. So here we go. It's like rolling out still.
I actually got nauseous.
Did you really?
Yes.
Do you feel better now? Because that should have went away.
I do. It was at first I got really, really nauseous, and then I just kind of was like, oh, okay.
I just had the thought when you said that, when I started talking about resistance, is that when you got nauseous?
Yes, I think so.
Okay, there you go. There's your, you were like, no. We have this moment of like, oh shit, now what? So good. Do you feel lighter now? Corey, do you feel clearer?
I actually feel peaceful for the first time, and can't even tell you.
Awesome. Awesome. Good work. Good work. Way to work through the nausea. So there are these side effects sometimes that are a little unpleasant when we're learning how to work through with this stuff. So good for you. Congratulations. Oh, anybody else want to comment? Go ahead, Laura. I can see it. It's brewing. Like, I'm like, just say it, girl. You're over there.
I get that push and pull, don't I? You just.
I'll pull it out of you.
Myself lift off and how to reground myself. Just the energy that was in here. Yeah. I had to put my feet back on the ground.
Yeah. That's why I always ground us when we're.
Like you've talked, it felt like just fire went through me, and then just that warmth through the whole body.
Yay. Good deal. Awesome. Awesome. We're all kind of a little teary too. I can see it. Everybody's like a little teary-eyed, it's a little emotional. That was a lot of stuff. So, Bernie, do you have any comments? If not, that's okay too.
No, I just feel real relaxed and peaceful.
Yay. Awesome. 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 Well, I'm excited that you guys were all here today. Try those calming breaths. Slow down. If you're getting anxious during the day, take some deep breaths. Remember to breathe. Sometimes our body goes to this fight or flight response because that's all we've ever known. And, suddenly we're not being chased by a tiger and we're not going to die, but our body thinks we are. And so, just take some minutes, calm down, really come back. You can do that several times. Those big, calming, peaceful breaths that we did at the first. Incorporate that into your life. Like, make that part of your daily stuff. Take time to breathe. So find ways to relax during your process here. Today was some deep healing. So my story. Go take care of yourself. It's great and fabulous to do this work, but if you're not allowing your body time to catch up with the energetic side of this, you're gonna go through some really hard bumps and bruises. So take time, give yourself time to heal. So I appreciate you all being here today. I'm so excited to watch all of you do this cool little healing journey that you're on. So know that you're worth it. Know that I think you're all freaking amazing, and know that you're not alone in this process. So we got lots of people around you cheering you on. So are there any more questions, comments?
Just thank you.
You're very welcome, Laura. You're very welcome. I'm happy to do it. I think the 30-day challenge has been awesome myself. Like, yeah. I just think it's been cool. And we'll do it again, even after. I was telling Alicia last night, I'm like, we'll close it down after the 45 days, and then we're going to open it up and we'll do it again after it's closed for a time, and we'll do it again. And it'll get better and better every time that we do it, and new things will come out. And so I think it's cool. I think it's cool. It's a good time to just take a step back and relax and really focus on what matters. And no matter what you do, even like with no matter what you do, as long as you're focusing on what matters to you, what brings you joy, what brings you happiness, and helping yourself through this process, it's all good. So, all right, ladies. Well, I thank you for all being here. I'm glad you're all showing up for yourself. You can write your comments. If you have comments about today, things that you want to share them with other people too. We help others grow as we grow. So keep sharing. And this will be in the Kajabi community, just like it was for last week. So if you want to watch the replay, that's where it's going to go. You'll find it inside of my free community. It's all free. You just have to subscribe to my website. I think everybody's on there. I don't think I'm saying anything that you don't already know. We'll say that for other people who maybe will watch this later. So that's where it will be. So I hope you have a fabulous Saturday. Go take some time for yourself. Go walk today. I'm going to go walk my dogs again this afternoon. I've really made a commitment to myself to be outside. I get more grounding and more alignment done outside walking my dogs than any other time of the day. So take some time for yourself. Go clear your head out and enjoy your weekend. Kick your feet up too. So don't forget to rest. So I love you all. Thanks for all being here. Have a fabulous day, and we'll see you all soon.
Thank you.
Thanks. Yeah.
You're welcome. Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye.